Welcome to the webinar which is conducted by Think Merit Classroom. We are conducting this webinar because we have received a lot of requests from the teachers, principals, and the school management on better clarity about the CBSE new guidelines. We hope we are trying to keep the session as short, simple, and direct as possible. So myself, Aditya Pilania, I am the CEO of Think Merit Classroom. The CBSE has announced changes to academic terms, examination schedules, and syllabus due to the COVID-19 situation. Before we start with the presentation, let me state you the source of this webinar. All the informations which are provided in this webinar are from the CBSE official notification and articles by Indian Express, NDTV, The Hindu, the Hindustan Times, and the Times Now news channel. The academic term, the CBSE has bifurcated class 10th and class 12th academic term into two parts. That is term 1 and term 2. So two separate examinations will be held at the end of each term. That is term 1 and term 2. Results of both the exams will contribute to the final score. Means exam 1 result plus exam 2 results will contribute to the final score. In this, the CBSE has stated that the move is keeping in mind the COVID-19 pandemic. So the notification is temporary in nature. It states that the notification is temporary in nature itself. Let's discuss about the examination schedule, the paper format, duration, syllabus, and where the exam is to be conducted, which is a very important thing for all of us. The exams is going to be conducted in the month of November to December for the term 1. It will be a flexible schedule, that is window of 4 to 8 weeks. It will be a MCQ based examination. It will have MCQ question, single correct, case based MCQs, assertion and reasoning type. The duration will be 90 minutes, that is 1.5 hours. The syllabus is 50% of the entire syllabus. If the school opens, it will be conducted in the respective schools. If the schools do not open, it will be conducted online. Similarly, term 2 will be conducted in the month of March to April 2022, that is next year. It will be a subjective based paper in which the questions will be case or situation based, open-ended short answer or long answer type question. Suppose if the schools do not open, then in term 2, term 1 format will be followed. That is MCQ based paper will be conducted. The duration of term 2 is 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. And in this term, also 50% of the entire syllabus will be taken. If the school opens, then it will be conducted in the fixed centers by board. If the schools do not open, it will be conducted online, means the MCQ based papers. The syllabus of term 1 and term 2 is equally distributed, that is 50% of the syllabus. And the syllabus is distributed in such a way that there will be a systematic approach looking into the interconnectivity of concepts and topics. Now, the situation of COVID-19 is so much dynamic that we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow or in next month or next 4 months. So CBSE has formulated 4 possible situation of evaluations for both term 1 and term 2 and have decided the weightage accordingly. Suppose in term 1, if it is held in school as per the notification or as per the schedule, term 2 is held at center, then the weightage will be equal. If the situation is not favorable in November or December, so the term 1 will be held in online, that is from home. if term 2 is held at center as per the notification, then the weightage of term 2 will be greater than the weightage of term 1. In the third situation, suppose if the situation was favorable in the month of November and December, if the term 1 is held in school and term 2 cannot be held, so the result will be according to the term 1 plus internal assessment. Similarly, in the fourth situation, if both the terms are held from home, that is online, so term 1 and term 2 marks will be considered subject to moderation plus internal assessment, that is project and practical work. CBSE has also laid the guidelines for 9 to 12 internal assessments. So the internal assessments will happen throughout the year, irrespective of term 1 and term 2. So I repeat, internal assessments will happen throughout the year, irrespective of term 1 and term 2. So for class 9th and 10th, there will be 3 periodic tests: student enrichment portfolio, practical work, speaking, listening, activities, and project work. And for class 11th and 12th students, school will conduct end of topic or unit test, explanatory activities, practical, and project works. Let's also discuss about the CBSE moderation policy, which is currently undergoing also. The board has opened the portal to upload the marks on July 16, and it will remain open until July 22nd, 2021. As per the policy, the school has to upload the marks. The portal has a software and guidelines also how to award marks of the cancelled board examination. In the portal, there are 2 sections. That is, you can conduct subject-wise moderation as well as overall moderation. The CBSE moderation policy is implemented so as the number of students scoring more than 95% should be less than or equal to the number of students achieving similar results in the previous 3 years. So this policy came into effect after the schools have uploaded the marks for the class 10th results, in which majority of the students scored 95% marks. So the CBSE moderation policy came into effect. Now, suppose if any school is left to upload marks by July 22nd, 2021, the results will be declared separately after July 31st, 2021. Also, CBSE has stressed on the rationalized syllabus. So we are expecting that the information about the syllabus will soon come in as a notification by CBSE in the month of July 2021 itself. So what will be the syllabus, whether it will be the entire syllabus or the rationalized syllabus as per the last year. CBSE has also stressed preparedness, that efforts need to be made to make internal assessments, practical, and project works more credible and valid as per the guidelines and moderation policy to be announced by the board to ensure fair distribution of marks. So now it comes to schools that they have to conduct the internal assessments throughout the year, and the effort should be made by school that the internal assessments which they are conducting are more credible and valid. So here, Think Merit can play an important role, that you can make the internal assessments more credible by conducting a proctored examination or use credible examination software. So how can Think Merit help? How can Think Merit help schools? Think Merit helps schools by giving you a platform to conduct credible examination with proctoring solution. We provide 4-way proctoring in which you can assess students on 4 bases. that is by video, image, audio, and screen proctoring. So you can take a look of all the activities of the students throughout the examination. And you can be rest assured that the examination which you are conducting is credible and valid. There's an AI powered assessment platform. So you will have complete control over every student activity. We provide you log of every student activity after the examination. So you can also upload these logs along with the marks, so to prove the credibility and the justification of the exams which you are holding in your schools. We are not just providing you a proctored solution. It is a complete examination software which makes your examination completely online. Your offline examination is completely online. Only the medium has changed. The process, the workflow, everything remains the same as the offline examination. You can easily conduct subjective and objective type exam with 4-way proctoring capabilities. You can track real-time activity of every student. Single PDF question paper, you can make a question paper in just 10 seconds. Automated evaluation for the objective type answers. Online answer sheet checker. One-click result publish. Virtual classroom with subject mapping. And the most important is that our platform is compatible with laptops and the mobile phones. So all the proctoring capabilities work same as in the mobile phones also. This is an anti-cheating provision. So during the examination, the students will not be able to cheat through any other platform like Google or any other education website, or they will not be allowed to cheat through any physical textbook or any external help. The student's answer sheet will be saved at regular interval of time. So if the internet is lost at the student end, they can start from where they have left once the test is resumed by the teacher. So all the controls, everything will come in the teacher's hand. So that will make the assessments more credible. You can interact with the student, can interact with the teacher through the platform itself. No need to use any other communication medium. So that also eliminates the risk of cheating from any other platform. Once the test is successfully submitted, the student will get this message that your test has been successfully submitted. If suppose the student is continuously trying to cheat, you can terminate the test of the student. So again, the control is in your hand. You can declare the report card along with their answer sheet through the platform itself. The declared marks or the published results will have marks, percentage, as well as various other parameters which will help students to analyze their performance better. Students can also review their answer sheet just like in the parent-teachers meeting, which answer sheet they have uploaded and how the teachers have checked those answer sheets will also be visible to the students. Currently, we are working with more than 500 plus schools in India as well as abroad, and 100 plus universities in India as well as abroad. So these are some of the schools who are using our platform, and they are making their assessments more credible and valid. So now I request